Thanks for joining us here on Beyond the Mic Sports, where we go beyond the surface and give you takes you won't see coming. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay in tune for the vibes. Yeah. That mid-game, they switched out Shadur Sanders' play calling sheet on his wrist because there were wrong plays on the play calling sheet.
Ain't no way.
I ain't even hear about that. Because of
winning games, Staph. When Wemby was out, they winning games, Staph.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Beyond the Mic Sports Podcast, where we talk everything football and basketball related. And today, you guys, this is a special one because it's our Christmas edition sports episode. So I'm Kiera Baker, and I'm here with the guys, Hoodiedell, Staph, and Mr. CEO himself, derrick.stilley. And Kenny, the Kenreport, will be joining a little later in the show. So how are we feeling today, guys?
Feeling amazing, man. Feeling amazing. Ravens about to hoop soon, so that's all I can ask for, man.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas and all that. But Ravens. Ravens then Christmas.
Oh my God. No, yeah, I'm excited though. It's the holiday episode, so we're gonna get into a lot. Staph?
He depressed. He had a bad day. He had a couple
bad week. He had a bad week.
A couple bad days.
Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, we have a jam-packed basketball and football show today, touching on the OKC and Spurs rivalry, Shadur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns' future, is Kansas City Chiefs dynasty officially over, and our most anticipated Christmas Day NBA matchup. So let's hop right into it. Starting off with the future rivalry in the Spurs and OKC and the fascinating matchup between Chet and Wemby. So what are you guys' thoughts on this?
I'm going to start this one off. I don't like this rivalry word for teams that aren't considered winners yet. I know everybody got a little overreaction over the NBA Cup game, but if you look at the box score, whenever OKC loses games like this, which is very close, other than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the others don't play well. And that is not because of San Antonio Spurs. This happened many times last year. You even seen it this year against the Portland Trailblazers, which is the only other game they lost. Whereas the others aren't playing well at all. OKC was dominant that game, but they still wasn't playing well. Shout out Stephon Castle, shout out Dylan Harper, shout out Wemby. He had 20 minutes and he dropped 20.
Mr. Fox?
We're going to get to that. Listen.
Mr. Fox?
I'm going to tell you this now.
Mr. Fox had a game.
Mr. Fox?
Hold on, CEO. Hold on. I'm going to tell you this. I said this in previous episodes, and Dylan Harper is just proving my point these past couple weeks. I'm going to be honest with you, and this is a bold statement. Stephon Castle is the second best player on that team, by far. By far. Now, the way he makes, the way he scores, he's guarding the best player on the other team. He's the second best player by far. I don't want to hear nothing about De'Aaron Fox. I don't want to hear nothing about Dylan Harper. I don't want to hear nothing about no shooters on that team. By far, Stephon Castle is the second best player. Everybody knows this. Everybody sees it. He guards the best player on the other team. He can pass the ball better than anybody on that team now. He's their lead ball handler, and he scores and finishes. And his three-point shot is his weakness, and it's getting better over time. The reason why they beat OKC was because of Wemby and Stephon Castle. That's all I got to say. This is not no rivalry, by the way. And the Chet versus Wemby thing, I don't really like it because Chet at his best, he's always going to be a number two. Wemby at his best, he has to be the best player on that team. So the rivalries, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's like a little bit of a Jaden Green and a Cade Cunningham. One player will always be the second best on the NBA team. Other player has to be the best player on the NBA championship team. I don't like the rivalry word. I hate the rivalry word most of the time. That's all I gotta say.
Well, but yeah, I know, Staph, you say you don't like the word rivalry, but in my opinion, I love this. I think it's good for the league. It's good for future years to come. You have two pretty young teams. OKC is a pretty young team, and then you have one of the most promising stars coming up in the league in Wemby. going against Shet. He's also a young talent. So I think their rivalry is going to be good, especially when Spurs start to go into the playoffs. We know they haven't made the playoffs since Wemby has came to their team, but they're going to make the playoffs this year. They're a top 2 team, top 3 team in the West. So they could potentially match up against each other. So if they do end up matching up against each other, I do think that's going to be a great series. We already saw it in the NBA Cup game. The Spurs defeated the OKC Thunder, and in my opinion, I do think that that was a wake-up call for the league, and that was also a wake-up call for OKC, letting them know that y'all had 1 loss, and now it's 2, because Wemby came in, and also he didn't play the full game. He was on
Minutes
a minute
restriction.
He was on a minute restriction. So if he would have played a full game, I do think that they would have widened that lead even more than what it was. So I love this rivalry. I love it for the league. I love it for both of the stars in Shea and Wemby. And we're going to be talking about this rivalry for years to come.
I can't lie. Watching that game, it was like, because, before that game, I was so eager to watch it. I was really so eager because I really wanted to see how it played out. And, like, before that game, I'm really sitting here thinking, like, I really don't know who's going to hang with OKC. I don't see no team beating them in 4 games. Still really don't see no team beating them in 7 games. I still don't see no team beating them in 7 games. But I really, like, it was so fascinating. And I was like, this is a game that matters. It's a cup game. They're going to play hard. They want money. They're going to play some type of hard. And I'm like, okay, this is a good game to, like, really watch. And, it's like you think of teams like OKC, you think, who could really, like, they're so dominant, the defense, they're so good, who could really match up with them? But then you see players like Wemby. And there's not an answer for a player like him. So we start off, we say Wemby Chet. Chet just can't do nothing with Wemby. They end up putting Alex Caruso on Wemby. And I'm just like, I can see why they do something like that, and he was holding his own. He's poking at the ball. He's knocking it loose. But there's a possession. He knocks the ball out. Wemby, he regains the possession. He just shoots it over him. It's like you can't do nothing. And it's like, I feel like, that's why I feel like I like this, like, as being a rivalry going forward. Like, even though Staph, you said they're not declared winners yet, and I get that. But it's like, as they develop and go further, Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, this is a team that really can, like, make them, like, really work.
Not De'Aaron Fox.
I was saying the young players, but first of all, you're not about to slander D Fox like he's not 25, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a walk at 25.
He's the second best player on the team. It's not close. He's the second best player on the team.
No, he's not.
Not particularly close.
No, he's not.
Okay, when Wemby was out, how was they winning games, Staph? When Wemby was out, how were they winning games, Staph?
How did they win the game?
How were they winning games when Wemby was gone? Who was putting 30 up every other night?
Wasn't Stephon Castle injured?
But who was hooping, though?
Not what I asked you.
Fox is hooping.
What I asked you. Let me ask you this question. That's not what I asked you.
Let me ask you this.
Who was putting up 30 every other night?
De'Aaron Fox was putting up 30. Hold on, though. Let me ask you this, though. Derek, in this show, you love two-way players, gang. You love two-way players. So now we not admiring two-way players?
De'Aaron Fox is a great defender. He's just not Stephon Castle, a level of elite.
Exactly. Stephon Castle, his game has evolved. You see, I don't have to talk about the stats. His game has evolved, Derek, this past month. Them couple games when he was injured, obviously De'Aaron Fox had to score 30 points. Wemby's not playing, Stephon Castle's not playing. Who else is going to score 30 points? Devin Vassell? That's what you're looking for?
30 and we winning. He's scoring 30 and we winning.
Dell, remember, they traded for De'Aaron Fox. Yeah. They didn't know Stephon Castle was going to be up this far in year 2. They knew who Dylan Harper was, but obviously he's on the bench. All I'm saying is I'm not taking nothing away from De'Aaron Fox. I'm telling you that this is a moment to realize that when you need some draft picks, when you need another player like on a wing or something, you have a trade piece. That's all I'm saying, Derek. I'm not harming De'Aaron Fox. I'm not.
Honestly, no. You know what? Okay, I don't agree with you that Stephon's the second best. I don't agree with that, but I do agree with it being a trade piece because Castle and Dylan being two young guards. I feel like you don't need the other guard. So I do feel like that he could be a good trade piece for like something else, but he's definitely still the second best player on the team, though.
Why are y'all sitting here and acting like the Spurs' problem isn't jump shooting, and then you want them to trade their best jump shooting guard? How does that make sense?
Their best jump shooting guard is Devin Vassell.
Devin Vassell, okay, sure. Their second best jump shooting guard.
It's not even a second. It's Julian Champagny.
I count him as a wing. I count.
Well, yeah, I guess you can do
De'Aaron
that.
Fox shoots better too.
I count him as a wing.
But
I count him as a
Yeah,
wing.
they-
So why?
They do
So
have too many guards though.
if the
They
guard
have way
problem
too
is we can't make jump shots, why would I trade my guard that consistently makes jump shots?
I don't say we trade him at all. I say we don't trade him. But if you were in some world open to trading him, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's actually not where I was going with that, but that name popped up in my head. I was about to say go get a good wing. That's where I was initially going with that. But yeah, I forgot about Giannis.
Back to the rivalry. I actually am gonna agree with Staph here. I don't think it's much of a rivalry, because I think the Spurs are a little bit unproven still. I think we need them to win. Sadly, I want to see them at least win a playoff series, or at least go head to head against OKC a couple more times. Maybe see a little bit more chippiness. Maybe see another win against OKC before we crown it a rivalry. I think the bigger rivalry in itself is Chet and Wemby. You could tell Wemby just doesn't like Chet. I'm not going to say hate. I'm not going to say disdain because I don't know really where it goes. But I just don't think he's a great fan of him. And if he is, I think he thinks that he's overrated and he's not as good as him. You can see the emotion at the free throw line when he's screaming because Chet missed 2 free throws. That's 2 times Chet has cost the game by missing free throws, by the way, just off the top of my head. So you see things like that. I think that's really where the rivalry comes from. But I didn't see anything with Shea against Wemby or other players that I could really make it seem like, oh, this is a real, Warriors versus Cavs or, KD versus Bron. It doesn't have that level of impact to me yet, but I think it's going towards the trajectory to get there.
Yeah, I think that's where I was at, like more trajectory point.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I said it's good for the league because they also, we're gonna get into the slow layer, but they play off against each other during Christmas Day, so that could be another opportunity where we see this rivalry, this head-to-head, 2 good teams in the West face off against each other. So we just gonna have to see. But I love it for the league. I love them talking about Wemby. I love them talking about Shea, and both of them matching up against each other because it's just good for competition in general for the game.
All right. So I got a question. I'll pose a question to the group regarding the same topic because we got like 4 more minutes. I'm genuinely interested to see, do we think that the Spurs can beat the Rockets in a 7-game series?
No.
Yes.
No.
This is coming from somebody who was very high on the Rockets, by the way. Yes.
I don't know why they don't have a guard that can shoot either. So
who don't have a guard that can shoot? The Rockets?
I'm not counting Reed Shepherd.
I'm not lying. I feel like that's the horrible matchup for the Rockets, to be honest.
I agree. That's why I'm just posing the question. I was just wondering what people were thinking about that.
Because of that whole like outside of KD, you need somebody taking jump shots because we're not about to paint mash the best defensive player of this generation, probably
all time.
Yeah, he's probably going to end up in that conversation, like if he stays healthy. So I mean, like we're not about to just paint mash him. And I love him. I love him. One of my favorite millions, but like, come on, it's Wemby. Like, if we have to score. Like, it's gonna have to be KD or like Reed Shepherd's gonna have to get into some development that. And it's are we about to really depend on Reed Shepherd?
This is crazy.
Too young.
So we forget about how Sengun been very clutch this season.
Yeah,
I think Victor locks.
Cannot guard Wemby.
I'd be interested to see if
he's not going to be able to lock out Wemby. Even if you put their best defender, if we're talking about Amen Thompson as one of the Rockets' best defender on Wemby, because especially when you're playing Wemby, you're going to have multiple defenders like OKC did against him. Nobody's guarding him from the point guard position all the way down to the center. You can try and stop him, but he's still going to find a way to score.
So do you think that we see youth affect Wemby and the Spurs? Because aside from De'Aaron Fox, and Kenny said this actually, they got no playoff experience.
Now they got Harrison Barnes.
Right. So when they make So when they make the playoffs, do you think their youth bites them if they face a team like the Rockets, who was there last year, who has championship DNA with Kevin Durant and Steven Adams?
This is why we cup. This is why we NBA cup.
I was about to say that.
We need, man.
I was about to say that.
I don't believe that.
I feel
The Spurs got it. They got the roster for it. That team is deep, bro, from top to bottom, and it's super similar to OKC. Like the Spurs have the youth, they have the depth, but Mitch Johnson is super underrated. People aren't talking about how genius of a coach this dude is. The fact that they're loaded in the front court behind Wemby, and then the fact that they're loaded in the wing room with Harrison Barnes, who's won a ring. Keldon Johnson's been in the league for a grip now, as long as in addition to Vassell. So it's like you got to do is play through Wemby, and then you got all these pieces around him, bro. Mitch Johnson gonna make it work, dog.
I'm gonna tell you this. To answer that question, Derek, I feel as though that this team, they played with each other so many times, played against a lot of good teams during the clutch, seen a lot of went against a lot of adversity. They got a lot of clutch players on their team. Darren Fox is a clutch player.
I think he won the award, actually.
He won the award before. Wemby's a clutch player. And I ain't gonna lie, lately, Dylan Harper been shooting the ball lately. In the beginning of the season, he was not shooting that well. He been shooting the ball lately. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you this as an NBA fan. I really didn't understand how accurate he was going to the paint as a point guard. How accurate, 70%?
Dylan Harper is going to get downhill, and there is nothing you
could do about it. I did. Nothing. Stephon Kessler been shooting the ball well. Stephon Kessler been very clutch defensively and offensively. This team is scary.
Yeah. He's shooting over 50% from the field. That's efficient.
This team is scary.
For a guard. Yeah, but now let's move over to football. Right, and Shedeur Sanders, he's played 4 games as a starting QB for the Cleveland Browns. So my question to you all is, has he impressed you? And also, what does the Browns' future look like going forward?
He has impressed me. You know what? I got the perfect. He very much has impressed me. Shedeur has looked very good. I feel like he's the player that really people expected him to be, and that's why we expected him to get drafted high before all the antics. So, I feel like he's playing up to that level that we thought he could. But the problem here is Kevin Stefanski gotta go. He has to go. He has to go.
Trash.
Oh my gosh, I was literally about to say that.
I was waiting.
I don't even think it's not even that he's trash. It's not that he's trash. I genuinely think he doesn't want to see Shedeur do well. I genuinely, from time and time again, I actually think he doesn't want to see him win. And me and Kenny, we was having this debate the other day about that, about the conversion, and he takes Shedeur off the field. Bro, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. And it's like, I meant to research this. I meant to research this beforehand. But since Shedeur has started, he's done that 3 times within the 5. I really wonder if he did that with Dylan Gabriel. I meant to research that. I completely forgot about it. But that's something I picked up. He did that 3 times since Shedeur has started. Inside the 5. He did it 3 times. And I don't never remember seeing him doing that with Dylan Gabriel. I meant to go fact check it, but I never seen him do that with Dylan Gabriel.
Bro. Kevin Stefanski is what I used to call CJ McCollum. For those of you that have been around, I think you remember what I used to call CJ McCollum. I can't say it on the platform. Did you guys know that mid-game, they switched out Shedeur Sanders' play calling sheet on his wrist because there were wrong plays on the play calling sheet?
No way.
I didn't even hear about that.
Do I need to say that? Yeah. Did you guys know that they switched out the play calling sheet on the man's wrist mid-game?
Nah, they're wilding.
You practice on Friday. The play sheet's done on Friday. You play on Sunday. That is 48 hours to get the play sheet right. And you know you're not running anything that you didn't practice. So how is the play sheet wrong when it's time to play?
Okay, Okay, so you Shedeur though. You the quarterback. You're not gonna correct that. You're not gonna come up and say something about that within those 48 hours. Why he ain't saying nothing? How come he didn't know ahead of time that the play sheet was messed up?
That's fair.
That's sus.
Quarterback. This is the same thing about Shedeur entering the locker room. Not the locker room. The interview room all big and bad. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know that what Brian Daboll gave him was incorrect. Like, you got to be 10 steps ahead, bro. No. I'm chatting. My
That's
bad
fair.
that a QB
That's
is
fair.
supposed to be
No,
10
that
steps
is
ahead.
true. That is true.
I'm,
Because you're
I'm,
supposed to
I'm,
be.
I'm
It's on
wildin'.
everybody. It's on everybody, to be honest. It's on everybody.
I'm wildin'.
He's a rookie QB. A rookie QB. And we can't even get the rookie QB the correct play sheet to play the game.
I did not mean to do that.
To play the game.
Hey, man, it's the Cleveland Browns, man. That's a dumpster fire over there. Thank God that they in the AFC North, man. Who praise the Lord.
I got nothing to say.
Yo, that team has been bad for so long. The QB situation has been horrid for so long, but save us, Shedeur. Shedeur is going to save us. It's like the fact that they still have Deshaun Watson on the squad, too. I be forgetting about that.
He's
from
gonna
time
get
to time.
snaps in practice.
Yeah,
Yo, time out. How do you go through a whole offseason of training camp? And what week did Shedeur start? Week 8, week 9?
Just
about maybe before.
Okay, let's just hypothetically say week 9. How do you go 9 weeks, a whole offseason, every practice, and get 0 snaps with the starters? How?
5th rounder, bro.
No. How?
There's
But
like
that's
there
also
was like
crazy,
there was
though.
As a coach.
There was three
As a
other
coach.
there was
Exactly,
3 other
though.
QBs in front of him. There's politics to this, bro. You know this.
Why was there 3 other QBs in front of
Right,
him?
so Joe Flacco was gone, and he's been QB2 since about week 2. How is the QB2 not getting reps with the first team? How? If somebody can
I feel
explain
like
it
it's
to
a
me.
personal vendetta against him. It has to be.
You asking me, man? I ain't no damn GM. Yo, I don't know. You keep saying, hell, man, I don't know.
Okay, but back to Shedeur. In my opinion, I do think he's impressed me. I agree with Dell. He's had his highs and lows as a QB, which is reasonable. I feel like he's still getting acclimated. He's still getting used to this level of play, actually playing a full 60 minutes in the NFL game. Like you said, he wasn't getting snaps with the team. He wasn't really able to compete even with his team. He was just on the sideline watching Dylan Gabriel, watching Joe Flacco go to work from week to week. But you saw it in his game against the Titans. That was arguably his best game of his season. He threw 393 total yards on 4 touchdowns. He just had a total complete game in that game, and that just showed the type of player that he could be going forward. Hopefully they choose him as their franchise player going into next season because he needs a chance. I think that he deserves a chance. He's a talented QB. So yeah, he's impressed me. He's had his highs and lows, which is reasonable. He's still going through the motions. He's gonna play bad against those good teams like the Bengals. I wasn't expecting him to beat them. The Titans, they could have beaten them if Stefanski didn't take him out on that 2-point conversion. But all in all, he has been impressive in my eyes. And going forward for the future of the Cleveland Browns, like Doe said, Stefanski has to go. Like just in his tenure as a head coach in Cleveland, he's had 11 different quarterbacks. 11 different quarterbacks. To me, that's
how
just
crazy that is?
not sustainable.
GM can't draft, man.
You know how insane that is?
No.
That's crazy to me. And that just talks about the sustainability of this squad. Like if you can't be sustainable and maintain that level of play with your group and with the players that you have, then that just means that the front office and the leadership of that team has to be in question. So Stefanski got to go.
Nah, yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I'm with you there. Dell, you got 3 hats on, yo?
Oh no, two.
So, all right, with what Key was saying, I want to kind of, piggyback off that. I love Shedeur. I've been watching Shedeur since I was in like maybe middle school, high school. When bro was in, he was playing for like in a Texas school, and then he goes on to Jackson State. Then he goes on Colorado, and then now he's in the NFL. So it's like this is a long time coming. And if you've been watching from the get-go, you know Shedeur, pro-style quarterback, your type of gunslinger that could just like move the pocket and is just super smart downfield. It's like, obviously give it time. It's a rookie, but the future that they have for him right now, the one high note I'll say, him and Harold Fannin are gonna be a duo for a long time, bro.
Yep.
Harold Fannin is one of my favorite young tight ends in the league, and then
Nice.
it's like, but with the receivers,
He's
what
physical.
do they really have? Y'all seen the video about those people on the podcast named like 130 better receivers than Jerry Jeudy, and it's like that's fair, bro, because Judy's not nothing crazy special. We haven't seen him do much since Alabama. I know Isaiah Bonner's up and coming, but outside of that, bro, the targets are not there. And like Cleveland's been dark for a while. I know the defense is gonna get it for them, but only thing I'm looking forward to within the next 2-3 years about the Cleveland Browns are Shadur and Harold Fannin Jr. Get more weapons around him, and that O-line get healthy too for sure.
Myles Garrett.
Isaiah Bond.
He cold. Isaiah Bond cold.
Yeah, I love Isaiah Bond.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, it's like, okay, I get you didn't want him there, but now he's here and we're still not putting him in positions to win. Granted, you're the Browns, so maybe you're trying to tank per usual, but it's like I don't understand.
When does tanking stop, though?
That's what I'm saying. Like, at some point, it's like, yo, like, trust the process no more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand where the vision is in the franchise. You could have flipped Myles Garrett for probably 4 first-round picks, and that could have easily restarted your franchise. So I don't know.
Browns, they stink. The receiver room stink. Coach stink. The organization stink. Just everything about them. Just like what Kenny said, to piggyback off of them, bro, the fact that Jerry Jeudy, it was multiple times where he got clipped for getting mad about Shador throwing the ball or making mistakes when he that ass giving the ball away to the other team and dropping 5 down passes. Like, this guy gotta go. He gotta go. And then the fact that they talking about Deshaun Watson might play on the team next year too still. Like, what is going on in this organization?
Oh hell no! You better get his ass away, boy.
They were talking
What's
about
going on in this organization?
Snaps. Like, so at this point, I don't.
Not only you should have traded Myles Garrett, you should have just traded Njoku for some picks. Harold Fannin
Ward 2 maybe.
Ward. Like, get everybody that's good out of there. Everybody. Start over. Reset again. Do something.
No, yeah. And honestly, like, in the division I'm just looking at, in their division, that's a tough division for them to even be in, especially with the rebuilding process. You have the Bengals. They're going to get their stuff together once Joe Burrow is fully back healthy and they start to rebuild again. The Ravens. You have Lamar Jackson, so they're always going to be good. The Steelers.
Yeah.
they're gonna be
Overrated clubs.
Overrated.
Yeah,
Shut
all
up,
three of them
bro. I
are
don't want to hear
overrated.
nothing from you, bro.
All 3 of them are overrated.
What?
They're overrated. You know who a little overrated? You want to hear who's overrated stuff? I'm sorry to do it to you, Key, but in reality, these Chiefs is overrated. Let's roll over. Transition into the next topic.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to the next topic since we're going overrated.
All right, listen. Can I at least start with my team? Can I start with my team?
Hold on.
Everybody start trying to attack my team.
Let me give the introduction. So, for years, the Kansas City Chiefs were the golden standard, right? A seemingly unstoppable dynasty led by Patrick Mahomes. But now, after a devastating season, ending ACL tear for their superstar quarterback, the dominance has been put on ice. So, my question for y'all is the Kansas City Chiefs dynasty officially over?
Man, hell no. It's Pat Mahomes, man. Stop. I know you want to go. This your team, but what's up?
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you this. I've been saying this since Derrick been on the Chiefs. Telling us, it's not looking too good for y'all. Patrick Mahomes tank. I've been saying this. I low-key want us to tank. We haven't got a good draft pick in a long time. Right?
No. I'm not going to let that slide. The stuff that comes out of fans' mouths, like, that's crazy.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me land. Listen, I low-key wanted us to tank. We haven't had a good draft pick in a long time other than Trent McDuffie. We thought Isaiah Pacheco was something from the 7th round. Obviously, he's not. Rasheed Rice looked good. And he from the Biddy. You feel me? He looked good. The offensive line, I don't know why we traded Joe Tooney to the Bears for a 4th round pick. I still can't believe it to this day. I can't. Jawan Taylor, we paid him $80 million to get flags every other possession. Chris Jones, Stone Cold Jones. I don't even think he got 5 sacks this year. George, I'm not even gonna try to say his last name. He suck. We paid him last year. He suck. The whole team sucked. Travis Kelce dropped so many passes. Are you a celebrity or are you an NFL player? What are we doing? And Derek, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you talking about Mahomes. Keep dropping back. This and that. Who the hell is he throwing the ball to? Xavier
Who you
Worthy.
throwing the ball to? Let's be
Xavier,
real.
Xavier Worthy catches the ball with his chest, not with his hands. He suck.
I'm gonna say it like this.
The team sucks.
Now Xavier Worthy sucks. I'm done.
Yo, as a Xavier Worthy fantasy owner, trash. I'm sorry.
He suck.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
He suck.
As an
Listen,
Xavier Worthy fantasy owner, that dude is not what you think he is. He is not special. He's not.
he's not good. He's not good. Our team suck. We need a rebuild. We need to do good this draft. Look, we need to do good this draft. Even if Mahomes don't play next year, thank God.
Yo,
These
bro,
next
these are crazy words you're throwing out.
we need to do amazing. We need to do amazing. Watch when we come back.
Y'all just did amazing for 10. Y'all went to 10 straight playoffs, 7 straight AFC championships, and then won 3 Super Bowls.
The man is spoiled.
First off, you gotta respect this for what it is. Like, I don't want to hear no hate around the Chiefs, none of that, because that's impressive as hell.
To hear it.
That team has dominated the AFC for years, and the AFC finally has a new life for the first
time
in a decade.
Dominated.
Like what? So, but it's kind of you slowly saw it happening when when they lost to the Eagles and when those times where they got beat badly against the Bucks. They haven't really protected Pat Mahomes with the tackles. The receivers have just gotten worse and worse ever since Tyreek Hill has left that team, and it's like, yeah, you're throwing Rashee Rice and basically nobody else. Travis Kelce is washed, bro. The defense, like you said, Karlaftis is the guy you drafted, but he's nothing. He's not it. Chris Jones is getting older. So I'm losing hope for the Chiefs in reality, and what my mind is jumping to. You wonder why they haven't been able to provide Mahomes with like maybe a top end receiver and a loaded defense that's surrounded with talent instead of just Chris Jones, McDuffie, and everybody else. That boy Mahomes makes like $500 million. I don't remember Brady making that much bread. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you might want to take your little pay cut, Patty, if you want to really get the best people around you. That's a lot. That's something I kind of.
I'm gonna tell you this before Derek, you want to go, because I know Derek, you want to go. I'm gonna tell you this, Kenny. Mahomes has reconstructed his contract every single year, gang. Every single year. Why is Jawan Taylor getting signed for $80 million? Why? He suck. He suck. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want to pay Trent McDuffie. Trade him. We need draft picks. We like to rebuild you. That ass need draft picks. Like it's not the NBA. One player can't sit here and change your whole team. The defense sucks. Bro, did you see against the Cowboys that game? Pass interference. They suck.
So
I'm done.
I heard a lot of reasons as to why the Chiefs didn't play good this year, but I didn't hear any result on Patrick Mahomes' arm, and that kind of upset me. Coming from you guys, I expected to hear at least one person say Patrick Mahomes did not play to the standard, because he didn't. And that's a fact. It's not really disputable.
He doesn't have AJ Brown.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what you think. I don't agree with that, no matter what.
He doesn't have AJ Brown or Devontae Smith. He doesn't have AJ Brown.
Okay. Let's go back for a second. I don't like this. I don't like this receiving core slander y'all doing.
I see what you're doing.
I'm about to explain. Dell, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I don't like that slandering y'all doing.
So I just like everybody's so sad for the dynasty in a way, and I don't really get it. I mean, the man was drafted into Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and then he got Rashee Rice, and then he got Xavier Worthy. Granted, did some of these people have down years? Sure. Are they possibly banged up from 2 years back to back making the Super Bowl before that? Most definitely. George Karlaftis is a good player. Did he have a down year? Yes. Now, Chris Jones may be falling off the cliff. That is fair. But you still have Trent McDuffie. You still have Nick Bolton. You just drafted Justin Simmons. And you have two amazing play callers. The Chiefs team is not bad. They underperformed. And that has a lot to do with the defensive play calling because, as you know, the Jerry Sneed is not there anymore. They don't have a second cornerback like that. So when you blitz every play and people just throw it opposite of Trent McDuffie, pass interference, pass interference, pass interference. When your quarterback does not perform and you don't have an adequate run game, your offense isn't going to be great either. So when you look at all of these things combined, that is why the Chiefs dynasty is most likely not going to be over. They probably just need a reset. And this is the reset year. It happens.
Yeah, I agree. My take was just they need to rebuild, obviously, especially with the injury of Patrick Mahomes, which you hate to see that. One of the best players in the league going down with the ACL injury. You never want to see that happen. But this is a good time for rebuilding going into the offseason. You haven't made the playoffs since 2014. This is their first time not making the playoffs since 2014. So you have to look at it from a next season standpoint, right? Future standpoint. How are we going to rebuild this team? We have to get draft picks for new wide receivers. And also, they were dealing with injuries, offensive consistency, a lot of defensive lapses on the defensive end this year. So the quarterback is not the problem. We know what Patrick Mahomes can give. We know what he can bring. He's shown it in all of his championship years, but they definitely need to rebuild on offense and defense. But once they get all their pieces back, once Travis Kelce retires and they can get another tight end, a young tight end that can actually give them consistent minutes going forward, they'll be good. Because Patrick Mahomes, his level of play is never going to go down.
Yeah,
I will say I am worried about that. I am worried about his knee injury. And that just from the standpoint of his escapability, not from the standpoint of his actual scrambling. We know he doesn't like to run often. He did a lot more running this year than he's ever done in his career. But from the standpoint of improvising is a lot of, at least in my mind, a lot of shortcuts, lateral movement, horizontal and or vertical. With that being said, ACL and PCL tear, that's probably going to be affected in some way.
They said PCL too. I thought I saw ACL with and then no other ligaments. I don't know. I think he'll be all right, man. He has the brain to he has the brain to him. He has the processing speed to be able to withstand that.
But y'all just told me the receivers were trash.
Yeah, Travis Kelce's having a better year than Mark Andrews, so he can't be that washed yet. I don't like how y'all switching on Xavier Worthy now. Like he's just,
Thank you.
No, he's not, bro. He's not special, bro.
I was never on him.
Speak about it.
Bro, and then you know what? No, actually, screw all of that because I don't care about that. Let's really go back, D. Because I swear, I don't know if it was last. I think it was last episode when it was just us three. We were talking about playoffs, and we were like, "Oh," and a certain somebody, they were like, "Oh, the Chiefs. I think they really could do it this year. All they gotta do is win this game, and then they get in the playoff, and then they're beating the Patriots. They're beating this. They're beating all them. Oh, but now they want them to tank when they eliminate. They just told us that.
Ooh, listen, man.
Where was the change of heart?
I'm gonna tell you this. Listen, reality really hits us. You feel me? Reality hits a real fan like me. You feel me, Derek? I don't know why you nodding your head. Your team sucks. All that talent. Stop talking to me.
I'm gonna say one thing. You know, it just sounds like you kind of need elite talent around you to be an elite team.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's where my mind be jumping to all the time. I be saying like, "Oh, your team is so talented," but I'm like, "Well, you need to win a championship, bro." But I don't care. It's fun, man.
Kind of sounds like you need elite talent to be an elite team. Hypothetically speaking,
do not have elite talent outside of Patrick Mahomes.
And I would agree. Outside of Trent McDuffie, I think he's a very good
Gardner Minshew to the rest.
Hey man, if Xavier Worthy so bad, I'll send you Rashard Bateman for him.
I'm good. We good. It's different levels of, I don't know the word.
Different levels.
It's different levels. It's different levels of poop, Dell. Let me tell you this now. Different levels.
So yeah, maybe maybe they'll get some elite talent, be an elite team, and then maybe Patrick Mahomes will get all the credit again. That sounds great. I like it. I applaud.
Why are you doing that?
Huh? Doing what?
Yo, these
What?
Eagles fans, bro, they
Doing
something
what?
else.
Doing what? What'd I do?
Yeah, I'm
So
confused.
you like to give Jalen Hurts all his credit.
Kenny, I'm rage baiting.
Well-
I'm sending him up. Come on. Do it.
I ain't gonna do it.
We're
I'ma
right.
tell you-
No, we're not gonna do it. We're just gonna move on.
I'm gonna tell you this. And Dell,
Oh, good.
and Dell, you better stop smiling.
Ravens made the
This is-
playoffs, unlike your team. I don't know what to tell you. We made the playoffs.
Listen,
We made the playoffs.
listen. If the Ravens made the playoffs, right? Y'all better win it. Y'all better go win it. Patrick Mahomes ain't here this time.
Oh yeah, this the
Y'all
year.
better
This
win
the year. This the year.
it. Y'all better
Fact.
go-
Yeah, this the year.
That's a fact.
Yeah, this the year.
That's a fact.
This the year right here.
Mahomes ain't here this time. Y'all better go win it.
Yeah, this the
That's
year.
a fact.
This the year.
That's a fact. Tell him. That's
MVPs
a
don't
fact.
mean nothing if you ain't winning.
Yeah, we about to show
a
you how
fact.
to be the number 1 seed this week. About to show you.
Stop. You know what MVPs matter? Super Bowl MVPs, brother. Those are the ones that matter. Those are the ones that matter, brother. We got that.
Key, you know what to do. Key, you know what to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we're going on to our next topic and our last topic. And since this is the Christmas episode, we're going to end it off with a little fun. So we're going to have everyone pick one NBA Christmas game day matchup that you have your eyes on the most. And there are 5 slates of games that'll be happening on Christmas Day. The first game, we have the Cavs versus Knicks, Spurs versus Thunder, Mavericks versus Warriors, Rockets versus Lakers, and the Timberwolves versus Nuggets to end it off. So take your pick. Who want to go first?
Chronological.
I'm last.
Or should we start with best to worst?
Ooh.
I cannot say that.
Yeah, let's do best to worst.
You cannot say that.
He said,
All right,
"I
best
cannot
team.
say that."
So I'll start it off. Mine was the OKC versus the Spurs matchup. I just think that since this is a quote unquote rivalry in the making, I do want to see the rematch between them two. Obviously, we know the Spurs defeated OKC in the semifinals NBA Cup game. So I want to see how the OKC bounces back. It's going to be a home game for them. They're going to be in Oklahoma. So I want to see how Shea and Jalen Williams, Shet, I want to see how that matchup between Shet and Wemby plays. And also, I wonder if Wemby is going to play even more minutes. I don't know. It is going to be a Christmas game. A lot of eyes are going to be on the game. So I'm just excited to see how OKC will bounce back. If they took that loss personal and how they'll rebuild and go against Wemby. So
they don't lose to a team twice. They don't lose to a team twice.
okay.
Wemby better make sure he play enough minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spurs winning.
I hope they win De'Aaron Fox is the game winner because I know who I'm calling.
Bro, why are we trying to make this rivalry though? One team has a championship. Other team didn't even make the playoffs.
And
why are we doing
this team is up and coming, man. They have stuff in place.
Why are we
They're at
doing
the top,
this?
They're top 5 in the West.
Top 4.
Top 4. Like they
They have a
performed.
top 3
Bro,
like
player
this?
on
They
their
don't like
team.
this.
won all those games without Wemby.
Key, you just gave me a great
They're figuring it
thing.
out. Like they're the consistent. G.
Honestly, I think they are the only third outside of the Nuggets. I say because you have Jokic, another
Serbian
top 3
team.
player in the league. Outside of the Nuggets and the Spurs, I don't think nobody else can really match up with OKC or even win a series against them.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that the
I
Nuggets.
think I
will win.
agree.
Y'all
Okay.
better wait till my boy Dorian Finney-Smith come back, man.
No, but
I was about to say that though.
that's Spurs
I was
win
about to
with
say the
Spurs.
Rockets with Tari Eason and DFS.
You know what's crazy? Like going
Yo,
on.
send him to the blender. Derek Queen just took him to OT. Boogie, the Big Easy.
And Tari Eason and DFS would have been on that. They would have been switching on to that lock and that. Are you dumb?
Zion didn't even play the 4th and or OT and we won. Same
Why are
with
we
Poole.
talking about Zion? Why are we talking about Zion?
I'm just saying the Rockets just lost to a 5-win team. That's all I'm saying.
And that stuff
We
happened.
trying to compare him to the Thunder. I don't even think it's comparable.
It's 82 games.
So why are you talking about, bro? All right,
They're not
look,
taking a series.
yo,
They're not
Derek,
taking a
who's
series.
editing this?
Yours truly, I put in pain.
Make sure you keep this clip. I'm gonna tell you his levels to this. OKC and the Spurs are not on the same level. I'm gonna make sure you keep this clip. There's levels to this. Only person that OKC should fear is that man that live in Colorado. That's the only person.
I actually don't agree with that.
Else,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Kenny, we already talked about this. Remember when we was talking about the Clippers, the Warriors? Where they at? Where they
The
at?
Nuggets are my favorites for sure.
I don't agree with
Where they at, Derek?
OKC.
The Warriors.
Where the Warriors at? Where the Warriors at, Derek?
I think it's Steve Kerr. I really do think it's Steve Kerr.
No, they're trash. Like I told y'all.
I think it's Steve Kerr.
But you tried to preach to me Al Horford. But honestly, I don't the Nuggets, I don't know. Cause like you see how they throw Caruso on Wemby. I like them throwing Caruso on Jokic how we seen before. He has a, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think they're my favorite. I like the Spurs and the Rockets to go against them.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Nuggets over the Rockets.
I don't get the Rockets love.
Not my favorites. I'm saying matchups against OKC.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I get that. So why the Nuggets just took the Thunder to 7 last year? So it's like
with a hurt Aaron Gordon and a worse team.
No. They're running no.
So what's different about it now? Like
it's just they figured them out.
Sure.
They figured them out.
I know you're dead ass, and I think
I am. They figured them out. Like trust me, Alex Caruso. Watch. As soon as they throw him on Jokic, you're gonna see what I mean. You're gonna see what you gonna learn ball head Caruso.
So let me ask you: you think it's more likely that they figured out Jokic, meaning a 6'5" wing can guard Jokic consistently?
He got a better chance against Jokic than Wemby.
Rather than the Nuggets coming up with a game plan to put Jokic in advantageous spots against the 6'5" wing.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, cool. That's exactly what I think.
If that works, then the coach just isn't doing his job.
I'm gonna tell you this. To end that game off, I'm gonna tell you this. That game does not matter if Jamal Murray ain't hooping. I'm gonna tell you this now. If he
fact. Fact.
We gonna throw Ludor on him.
Fact.
We gonna throw Ludor on him. So don't
worry.
But wait. So going back to the matchups. I just want to say one more thing off Key's matchup. The NBA they scheduled for the 23rd. They scheduled that the Spurs and the OKC to play right before their Christmas matchup. So they played back to back. I feel like that was horrible scheduling by them. I just wanted to point that out. That was like a horrible idea by them to like, you killed the anticipation going right into the Christmas matchup. Unless like somehow they don't play or whatever, but I don't know. That was just they tanked that, by the way.
You gotta hear it. 6 is in 1-1 Christmas Day, 2 out of 3.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I actually like that. Actually, when you put it like that, I actually like that. Unless they don't win, but. Going into my matchup, it was the Lakers versus the Rockets, which is two teams that I actually like. And like I told y'all before, the Lakers are going to hoop from day one. I said that. When y'all didn't believe in DeAndre Ayton, I said he was going. I said he was going because he got Luka. He got Luka.
I should have just said I believed in Luka.
Yeah, that's why I believed in DeAndre. Luka was going to make him better.
You heard me. Luka is better than me.
No,
you heard me.
Anyways, but
no.
Well, Kenny, you was with me.
No,
don't do that.
Dell, please continue, Dell. I don't want to hear no bullshit conversation right now, son.
Rockets and Lakers. I actually love this matchup. This is probably one of my favorite matchups of the day because it's two teams that we can see going forward. Like this is a good playoff matchup. This is a team going down the line in some years. This is one of the teams that they can go head to head for some years, as long as they replace KD. But like Kenny said, you got DFS, you got Amin. We throw them at Luka. Well, when does DFS come back?
No, he's gonna come back after January.
Oh yeah, so never mind. But we got defenders to throw at Luka. We have people. I hope Grandpa plays. By the way, we got a KD versus Braun. We have it's like it got everything you want, and then a little bit of more. Like they got the young players clashing. They got the two old heads clashing. You got Sengun. You got it's just like this matchup is like it builds anticipation. This is one of those, and they're both doing really well. So it's just like this matchup is like everything you could ask for.
Hey, don't be surprised if Reed Shepherd lights it up in LA, bro. I would be so here for that.
Yeah, that
I
would be an
not
LA type of
surprised.
thing too.
He gonna come
That
in, just drop
backcourt,
27 on 5 threes. Like I can see.
I can see it though, because that backcourt is weak. That's why LA not gonna do nothing because they don't play no defense. That backcourt is weak and they're limited in rim protection. So I can see that actually, Kenny, a good outing from.
I do think the
Reed Shepherd.
Rockets win. I do think they win.
Boo.
I don't know.
Wait till Jackson Hayes and Jake LaRavia check in. You gonna see.
It'll be a great game. It's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be an amazing game.
Next,
I love Jackson Hayes.
DeAndre Ayton
Duh.
better.
Derek, what you got?
oh, it's my matchup. I thought they were last. Anyway, I chose the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. I think that was pretty up my alley. I think Jokic is in the front runner to win MVP. Yes, Shea is right there with him. I'm not debating it, either or. Sorry. But they both get to play. I think it's going to be really interesting, but I'm more excited to see what Julius Randle does. I'm assuming that Aaron Gordon is not going to play. With that being said, it's probably going to be Peyton Watson on Julius Randle, and Julius Randle's having damn near a career year from all categories. I'm pretty sure he's averaging about 25 right now. With that being said, I think Julius Randle can possibly win this game. I'm hoping that both sides are fully healthy. They're saying Aaron Gordon probably won't be back, but I hope Ant plays. I hope Jokic plays, and I think it'll be a really fun matchup.
This thing say Peyton Watson is questionable with a right trunk contusion. I ain't never heard of that in my life. I'm sorry for saying that. Because I was just thinking about Peyton Watson because I know Spencer Jones been in the lineup. He's been a dude I kind of like. I'm not gonna lie. That Nuggets Timberwolves matchup, you get a playoff rematch. You get Jokic versus Gobert. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be you get the Nas Reed element. You get J Mac in there, man. I like that. I hope Ant's healthy. He got to get healthy.
That's what I'm saying. That's really what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, he should be back by then, hopefully.
When it comes to matchups, I was really hoping Aaron Gordon plays, but it's looking like he comes back after the new year.
Yeah.
That being said, just expect a Jokic 35, 9-9, something around there.
You below the level, boy. That boy gonna give him like 37, 12, and 11.
Who guard him again? Gobert? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Just expect like
pass the ball too much.
40. Just expect like 40. I don't know.
That boy Gobert gonna have 2 fouls.
And Gobert gonna have to guard outside. Yeah, it's over for him. But actually, Gobert has been playing pretty solid.
Yeah, y'all not about to keep disrespecting Depoy Rudy Gobert.
Stop
it.
it.
You don't
Stop.
You know you hate
Stop.
Rudy Gobert, though. I don't know what angst you have with Rudy Gobert, but don't lie like that. You know you're
He's bad.
Tell your real feelings about Rudy Gobert, though.
He's not great.
Nah, he hooping.
Stop.
He got like 7 dunks, and I forgot what game that was.
Nobody care about the dunks, man.
And he posted. Who was that? He posted. I don't remember.
All right, but since we got Rudy Gobert 7 dunks, who's also been dunking the ball? That boy Cooper Flag has been dunking that ball crazy. He's jumping out the gym game after game. My boy just came off a 40-piece career high, and then after that, he came and beat Detroit. After that, that's a good Detroit team that he beat. So now you got the Mavericks versus the Warriors on Christmas Day. You got Cooper Flag's first ever Christmas game. And he's looking like the rookie of the year right now. So that's what I'm extremely excited about. And we got to check in on the Mavs because we know it started off a little bit dark, but as of lately, they've kind of been climbing. They've been figuring it out with Andy Davis back in the lineup, Cooper Flag figuring it out how to get to the rim and how to make his teammates better. Like I'm seeing that element in him. And for him to now go up against Jimmy / Draymond. Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good basketball. You got the element of Dallas's bigs versus Golden State small ball, and you got the element of Dallas's stout defense versus that Golden State offense that's trying to find their ways because Curry's been hurt, but I'm gonna be excited for that matchup because Curry could just give us a 50 piece if he wants to, whenever he wants. But it's like even a 50 piece from Curry that might not mean much, and it could be a really competitive game. I think it's gonna be a competitive game, man.
Mind you, he just dropped 50 and lost.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
Jimmy, Steve Kerr, and Kuminga.
What? Oh, you don't like Jimmy or something?
No, I do, but he's not playing aggressive. He's trying to fit in.
No.
They don't let Kuminga.
It's too late for that fit in stuff,
Stop
man.
shooting.
No.
They don't let Kuminga play.
When I told y'all the Warriors wasn't what y'all were saying, them Kenny said, you talk about the Warriors that went on a whatever run since Jimmy got there.
They don't let Jimmy shoot, and they don't let Kuminga play. They don't. No, like shot attempts. I'm not saying he's got to shoot threes. I'm saying shot attempts. They don't let him shoot, and they don't let Kuminga play. Of course, they're gonna suck.
They do not let Kuminga play at all.
Curry been carrying that team on his back, and they still been losing.
And they still think Draymond has the same level of impact like his 2016. He does not. I'm here to tell you, he does not. That's not to say he's not good. He just doesn't have the same level of impact.
Ken, speaking.
Kenny, shout out to Ryan Nemhart.
Yo.
Oh,
yes.
Ken, speaking on like how like you said the Mavs like they've kind of been like figuring it out a little bit. I really think if they can like find like a level ground until January, where Kyrie, I'm pretty sure he comes back like January-ish. When Kyrie gets back, I would really like to look at that team a lot more. Like, if they can find a level ground until January, because they're getting there, they're not far. It's gonna look so much better.
Hey man, where they're at right now, they're behind teams like the Grizzlies, the Warriors,
and that's
the Blazers. Those are all teams that I think that the Mavs are literally better than, in my opinion.
Shout out the Pelicans who've been coming.
Yeah.
What was that?
Right now they're 11th? They're 11th in the West. Yeah.
Shout out the Mavericks, man. Shout out Ryan Nemhart. Shout out Matt Christie. I know LA miss him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh my God, I love that dude so much, man.
Shout out PJ Washington though. Shout out PJ Washington.
Kenreport.
Yeah, I was gonna say that when you said Rookie of the Year.
Bro, the Rookie of the Year is Derek Queen.
Yo, can you stop with this Pelicans love? Like you cooking me.
My son
Stop
get
it.
the TikTok clip up for sure. That's
Derek Queen.
What when if I'm not going for Con, I'm going for Cooper. But
It's
I
Derek
might put
Queen.
Cedric Coward before I put DQ.
First team, but he's not Rookie of the Year.
It's Derek Queen.
Derek Queen's potential is insane.
So my game was the Knicks versus the Cavaliers. I ain't gonna lie, the Knicks just came from NBA Cup. Shout out to New York. Shout out Tyler Kolek. We all knew he was tough. That one sample size last year. Look, I'm gonna tell you this now. The Knicks finally using their role players. Jordan Clarkson looking like 2016 Jordan Clarkson. They just looking good. Some games OG Anunoby could play good. Some games Mikal Bridges could go off. Jalen Brunson is Jalen Brunson. Shout out the Cavs too. This season it's been a little rocky with the injuries and the underperformers. But I feel like this Christmas game, the Cavs could re-show like they back in that mix once everybody get healthy. But the Knicks been looking pretty well. Like out of those 4 starters, any of them could go for 20. And Josh Hart, you know him, he an energy bunny. Rebounds, defense. I gotta say it one more time because Tom Thibodeau, if he was still in the coach, we wouldn't be saying it. Shout out to the bench. Bench is hooping. The bench is hooping.
That's true.
I ain't gonna lie, the bench is hooping. Shout out to the bench. And shout out to the Knicks. That's all I gotta say. They deserve this NBA Cup. They play well. It's a lot more joy now, as you can see on the team. You don't see everybody playing 47 minutes a game. We was a little skeptical about the Tom Thibodeau firing because, it was a little surprising. But Mike Brown been really handling this team very well. And the Cavs, we really got to see something. We got to see something. Because this is why a lot of players, I said a lot of players, a lot of fans don't respect the Cavs just because of situations like this. There's Garland. What's going on with him? Evan Mobley, we needed that jump. There's a lot of things going on with the Cavs right now. And Their roster construction is not that good financially. Something needs to something. Their roster construction is terrible.
Yeah.
Like financially, the whole starting lineup getting paid over $100
They in
million.
that. They in that. They can't make no moves because they're in that.
They can't make no moves.
They can't do
They
nothing.
gotta
They're
do
stuck.
something. They're not winning no championships. You gotta do something with the roster.
Utah Jazz.
I'm looking forward to this one. Utah Jazz.
Yeah, I feel like the Cavs, they don't really know what their identity is. Like they need to come together. They need to, I don't know, they need to have team meetings or something and just regroup and say, hey, we were just the number one team in the East last year, and then we come into the season and we're what, like 11th or 12th in the East. It's still early though, so we can't count them out just yet. They are still dealing with a lot of injuries and bumps and bruises. So I feel like once they come back together and they have a holistic group, they'll start making a run. But right now, it's not looking good for them.
I ask y'all this.
It's all right in front of them. They just got to get healthy. They're still they're 8th.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Let me ask y'all a question though. Let me ask y'all a question. Would y'all trade Lauri Markkanen back to the Cavs and trade either Jared Allen or Darius Garland?
nope.
And why not? That was a quick answer.
They wouldn't guard a cardboard box.
Wait,
What do you mean?
so you're saying like if you're the Jazz, you wouldn't take DG, and who was the other person?
Oh, if I was the Jazz, that's cool.
So what you're saying,
if
as in like, Lauri can't guard a cardboard box? You're saying?
If you replace Lauri Markkanen for Jared Allen on that team,
Yeah, and then they still have Evan Mobley.
but now he's at the 5. He can't be a roam shot blocker anymore.
I mean, but
He
you
can't
still have two sizable bigs.
Right, but if Evan Mobley is great for on-ball defense and shot blocking, and you make him the primary shot blocker, which means he can't be on ball anymore, which means Lauri Markkanen is probably guarding the 5s that rebound. Lauri Markkanen is going to get abused.
Yeah, and then this is why we also have DeAndre Hunter. He's pretty sizable.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go with it.
If y'all think DeAndre Hunter and Lauri Markkanen can get the job done, you do. Me personally, I think that team would get punished on the boards. Plus, Evan Mobley's hurt often. So when you really think about it, I think that team gets abused inside now. But each his own.
I don't think so. Not with Evan, not still with the addition of Evan Mobley. Like he's a defensive player of the year player, type of caliber player, and then you have DeAndre Hunter and Lauri Markkanen also adds a big positive on the offensive end compared to Jared Allen. So
Offensively, they'd be better. I just don't think you can outscore everyone.
With Donovan Mitchell, Lauri Markkanen, and Darius Garland, that's some deadly offense, man.
A Donovan Mitchell-led team will never make it out the second round.
He literally just actually
Utah Jazz.
Get out of my mind. Get out of my mind, actually. But
and he's a great player, actually. To be honest, I don't know what it is about him. Like he's had some amazing teams. He's a very good player, but like for some reason, it just never works for some. Like it just never works. Like I can confidently say he's not gonna make it out the second round because it just never works. He's a great player though, amazing player. Wait, no. Standout human being of the year is Glorilla because she got B.I. hooping. She got B.I. hooping. All right, that's I'm good.
he is playing good.
oh my god.
Yo,
Ladies and
I'm gonna tell you
gentlemen,
this, Dell. I'm gonna take. Hold on, D. Let me say one more. My bad. I'm gonna tell you this, Dell. Listen, when you playing in a winning franchise and not playing for the New Orleans Pelicans, all you got to do is just move your bags, your house, everything to the other team, and you just gonna continually hooping now. So it don't even matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to join our Christmas episode. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is Beyond.The.Mic Sports. Remember to stay in tune for vibes. Thank you for joining us. I'm COD. You were here with Kenreport, Kiera Sports Talk, Stafana, and Hoodiedell. Thank you for joining us. We'll see y'all again. Anything y'all got to say?
Dylan Harper in transition. It's inevitable.
So
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Shout out Villain Jr. We see you, Colin Gillespie.
The Pelicans. will make the playoffs.
Ravens,
shut up.
Steelers,
Steelers
week
gonna make the
18.
playoffs. No Patrick
Ravens,
Mahomes, you gonna see
Steelers,
this.
week
All you gonna
18
see
is
Arthur
where it all
Smith
goes down.
Word 2. You gonna see Arthur Smith is lining up Jonathan Smith at the running back position. You gonna see these 3 tight ends. You gonna get this 13 personnel. You gonna get Aaron Rodgers quick game. You gonna get DK.
Yeah.